guys, how's it going? It's a Sketch Monkey here, and I'm currently driving home. Just dropped off our dog Jules at the daycare because I have a day of work ahead. Just finishing the academy and some videos and some editing and all of that good stuff. But I wanted to make use of this time driving home, making a short video about something that I get asked pretty much every single day through DMs or messages, emails and stuff like that from students or people who are young people for the most part, about sketching and about careers and about all of that stuff. And as someone who's been there myself, in that kind of stage where you don't know a lot about what's going on and how to do things. I don't know if this camera is how it's gonna look if you see the steering wheel or whatever, but it's just a spontaneous. I don't have a holder for it or anything like that. But anyway, so what I wanted to talk to you about today is actually patience, and how important patience is, especially today when you have you're supposed to get everything in, with the click of a mouse or the click of a button, and then boom, you're supposed to have it, and I think it's even more so today for young people, because I was, I'm 32 right now, and I didn't really, when I was growing up, this kind of mentality that you're supposed to have everything in one click, that was just getting started. So people younger than me and younger than my generation, they grew up with this, that you order everything and bam, you're supposed to have it immediately. But if you can kind of change your expectations, I think is a good word of good way of putting it. If you can change your timeline of what it is you want to do, not seeing it from year to year, or not seeing it from week to week, and not even month to month, but if you can see it from, a 5-year plan or something like that. If you think of it as a 5-year plan, and then you break that down into monthly tasks, monthly goals, what you need to accomplish by the end of 30 days, and then you break that down, what do you need to accomplish within those 4 weeks, within those 30 days, and then you break that down into what you need to accomplish on a daily basis. Now, the key to this, of course, is to have you need to have a specific goal, first of all, because if you don't have a goal, then you have no idea what kind of, if you don't have an overall goal or thing you want to accomplish, then you have no idea what your daily and weekly and monthly goals are supposed to be, because there is no direction for you. So if that makes sense. So first of all, figure out, and this is kind of the hard part, figuring out what it is you want to do. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I wanted to be a car designer for the longest time, since I was 7 or 8 years old or something like that. I've been sketching cars my entire life. Picked up the pen probably when I was like 2 days old or something like that. I would guess. But that's what I worked hard for. That was in the back of my head. And when you have something like that in the back of your head, the thing is, you're gonna start taking action towards that goal, even if you don't even know it, because your mind is gonna seek out ways to get what you're always thinking of. So having a goal, first of all, is obviously the first thing that you gotta figure out what it is you want to do. And then if you just have patience, and if you look at things from a more of a bird's eye view, I would say, and a 5 to 10 year plan view, then you're not gonna get disappointed by these daily. If you fail, for example, on one of your daily goals, it's not going to be a big deal. So and this goes to, can be applied to sketching, to health and fitness, to relationships, and to anything that you want. If you constantly think about your daily failures, or your daily, if something doesn't work out, on this specific day, it's not a big deal because you're thinking about the 5-year plan. Maybe it is going to college, getting into car design or whatever it is you want to do. That's probably the most common question that I get, is about college and portfolios and stuff like that. And even if you don't get accepted into college the first year, you still have next year to apply and to become better at what it is you kind of missed out on. As long as you know what you did wrong, and not did wrong, but what you lacked, and then you can work on that. So always make sure you know the mistakes that you might have made, so you don't make the same mistake twice, because otherwise you're just repeating the same mistakes over and over. And this goes to sketching as well. If I look back at my sketching from like 10 years ago, since we're talking about 5 to 10 year plans, if I look back at my sketching and how I thought back then, I was looking at sketches online, and I honestly thought, like, I couldn't understand how they did the sketches that I looked at online. Like, how did they, I had so many questions, like, how do they do that? How do they make this sharpness, or how do they get the markers like that? And then I tried to do it myself, and of course it didn't look anything like the sketches I was looking at, and I got frustrated. But then again, when you think about the 5-year plan, and if I fail one day, it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna have to do it again tomorrow, figure out what went wrong, and just do it again tomorrow. Try to figure out, look at the sketches and see what is lacking from my sketches compared to the sketches that I'm looking at, and try to copy what it is I'm seeing, and ask people that know how to sketch how they do it. And that's pretty much why I created this channel, by the way, is to try to give you those answers that I myself were looking for 5 years ago. I mean, this last couple of years has gone so fast, it's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to make this short video that tell you to not worry about the daily, day-to-day things, and look at things on a longer timeline, and figure out what it is you want, and then you just take small steps towards that big overall goal that you have. I hope it was a useful video, and maybe give you some different kind of perspective and thought process on how to accomplish what it is you want to accomplish. And that's about it, guys. I'm almost home, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy.